Well, it's that time again. Let's walk in faith, talk about anime, and grow together. Welcome to Rev's Otaku Talk. Hey Otaku family, welcome back to Rev's Otaku Talk Studio Ghibli Fest. I'm your host Rev, and with me is my co-host Raver Mom.
Hello.
This season we're diving deep into the whimsical, heartfelt worlds of Studio Ghibli, where fantasy meets faith and wonder points us back to the creator. Whether you're a lifelong Ghibli fan or just discovering these animated masterpieces, we're here to explore each story through the lens of Christian values. From the skies of Laputa to the forest of Totoro, we'll uncover powerful themes, spiritual insights, and the beauty of God's truth woven into every frame. So grab your favorite snack, open your heart, and get ready for a journey where faith and fandom soar together. This is your Christ Walk with Otaku Talk. Studio Ghibli Fest starts now. In today's episode, we will be sneaking into the world of the Castle of Cagliostro to learn how one act of kindness can change the world. The Castle of Cagliostro was made in 1979. It is a fast-paced adventure film directed by Hayao Miyazaki and featuring the charming master thief Lupin III. The story begins when Lupin and his partner Jigen pull off a daring casino heist, only to discover that the money that they have stolen is counterfeit. Their pursuit of the source of the forgery leads them to a small, mysterious country of Cagliostro, ruled by the cunning and corrupt Count Cagliostro. Upon arriving, Lupin becomes entangled in a web of danger, deceit, and royal secrets when he meets the imprisoned Princess Clarice, a young woman forced into an unwanted marriage to the Count to solidify his power and uncover a hidden treasure. Determined to save Clarice and expose the Count's crimes, Lupin calls on his friends Gaomon and Fujiko to help infiltrate the heavily guarded castle. What follows is a thrilling mix of daring escapes, rooftop chases, and heartfelt moments that reveal Lupin's more heroic and compassionate side beneath his usual roguish charm. In the end, the Castle of Cagliostro stands as both a clever caper and a timeless story of courage, love, and justice, marking Miyazaki's directorial debut and setting the tone for the rich storytelling and moral depth that would define his later Studio Ghibli works. The Raver Mom, I know I was looking forward to watching this one, and it is the first time I've watched it, which is insane because, yet again, we've had this movie sitting here for over 3 years.
Well, we always went to the ones we've always seen, mainly because of the kids.
Yeah. I know the first time we put this on, it has a little language in it. Not horrible language, but it does have a little bit in there, which is another reason why we kind of shied away from it. It's the first time we put it on, as soon as the first word dropped, it was like, okay, we're going to turn this off until we watch it first. So, I mean, what did you think about the movie?
It was okay. It honestly made me think of, it's just a robbery that just takes forever, mixed with trying to save a princess in distress. Like a Disney movie. What?
Like a Disney movie.
It was. I mean, it's not like your normal Ghibli Miyazaki movies. Like, you know what I mean? With the nature versus earth, or nature versus the industrialism, or, like it is good versus evil. But at the same time, he always had good versus evil, along with the nature versus the industrial side of it. And this is literally just good versus evil, save the princess.
Yeah, and I think that also, I think the biggest thing that contributes to that is the fact that he got this from a manga that's been out for forever.
Mm-hmm.
And back in the day, it doesn't matter where you were at in the world. That's kind of how the stories were written.
They were, yes. This is a very common story. I mean, with it being 1979.
Yeah.
I mean, those decades, 70s, 80s, and 90s were nothing but, the guy saved the princess, or damsel in distress, or knight in shining armor.
Yeah, well, the cool thing is this is his first as a director.
Mm-hmm.
And to pick a work like this that is already famous, and I can't remember if at that time they had the series going on, because they've got a Lupin III series that is made outside of what Miyazaki did. And for him to take the story of Lupin III and then make something that's his own within that universe, I think it was, I think he did a good job. I like the whole 1940s, 1950s feel.
Yes.
And I like the whole, gangster.
Yes, the whole cops and robbers and that whole thing. Honestly, that was probably my favorite part. Was that part? It made me think of some of the older movies that we grew up watching. That was probably what kept my attention. When the ditzy damsel in distress came in, it was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
I mean, there was even the, oh my gosh, I don't even remember her name, but the girl thief.
Yeah.
Like she even put a little taste of something a little different, a little flair.
Yeah.
That was different, because you normally didn't see a female thief. Most of the time it was male thieves.
Yeah.
So that kind of put a little twist on it, I thought, than your normal cops and robbers kind of thing.
Yeah, her name started with an F, but I cannot remember.
Fabio or Fabrio or
no
Fabrigiero.
Don't know.
I'm horrible with names. So, but anyway,
it was full of that whole espionage, spy stuff and cool gadgets that that they would have thought we would have by now, that we realistically don't. But I mean, it was for me it was a fun movie to watch, and I like how. I mean, I'm not going to put it out there yet because we're going to end up talking about the Cagliostro treasure that finally showed up. But I thought it was really cool how the treasure wasn't what you expected it to be.
Yes.
And,
it definitely took a weird turn at the end. I was so confused.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I think both of us were sitting there like, okay, he just put the key in.
Now what's gonna happen?
And we'll just say the castle is now destroyed.
Part of it, not all of it. It was just the clock tower part.
Yeah. So it's like, where's the treasure? And why did it destroy the clock tower?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that was definitely it was a pretty good twist.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of cool. I would have liked it even more if it would have went even more into it.
Yeah.
With that part. I mean, he did give the Lupin guy gave kind of a general synopsis of history on it, but I wish they would have tied it in maybe a little bit more throughout the story, so it wasn't a what are you talking about kind of moment.
It kind of makes me wonder if this is a story that Miyazaki made up, or if this is actually part of the Lupin III manga story, and it's probably something we could watch the anime to get more answers on, or read the manga to get more answers on. I haven't watched Lupin III. I've always been interested in starting it, but with everything that I'm already watching and everything that's on my list, it is not something I have touched.
It's not up there in that top.
Now, after watching this, I might just start watching it, but or at least add it to the list of I'm going to watch this one now.
I will say, though, for it to be in 1979 versus some of his most recent ones, you can definitely tell it's a Miyazaki.
Uh-huh.
And you definitely get that feel that it's his, versus some of the other ones that we've watched. There was one, oh my goodness, what was it? I don't remember. I made the comment where that it didn't feel like his because of the way that the the way that it was done.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like a Miyazaki, or it didn't seem like a Miyazaki. Where this one, it, like, the color schemes and the way that the landscapes were and everything like that, you could definitely tell it was one of his, and that it was one of his earlier ones, which I know you said it was his first one, but like, you can just tell it's his versus that other one where it was like you were confused.
Yeah. So what would you rate it?
Let's see. I did Pompoko 4.
3.
A 3. I gave the cat
Like a
2.
Oh, she's rating it low.
Not that low. I probably would do maybe a 5. Like, it didn't lose my interest, but at the same time, I probably won't watch it again.
Yeah, I would give it around a 7, just because of the fact that I like that genre. I wish he would have done more of the cops and robbers type stuff.
Listen, that's
he
the
did
only
a
reason
pretty good job.
It's the only reason it's getting a 5 for me, because it had a lot of the cops, robbers, thieves.
I think he really could have went somewhere with it if he would have, pushed to make his own series out of it.
Yeah.
I think he could have really done something with it. Or at least like a continuation where they have the, how did they get a hold of the treasure, and, how did they hide it the way they did? I think that it would have been cool if he would have been able to stretch off of it. So that puts us at a 6.
Yeah.
So Reb's Otaku Talk gives The Castle of Cagliostro a 6. And we were talking about, parental wise, there is a bit of language in it. It's not some of the harder words. But it does have quite a few, H words and one D word, and that's just about it.
Yeah. And there's no gore in it. The gory parts, they zoom out to where it's just kind of a general image of it, and you just hear the noises.
Yeah.
The goriness of it is very, very low versus the last movie.
Yeah, it's not a Princess Mononoke.
So, anyways, I was impressed with that, honestly. I thought that was extremely interesting how that had no gory in it versus Princess Mononoke versus some of his other ones.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and from a Christian standpoint, I mean, the language is there. It's not terrible. If you watched Shrek, that's pretty much where you're at with it. It is Shrek level cuss words. And Lupin III is a thief. So it's, we're following a thief, and where I think it embodies a good message is the fact that even though he was a thief, it shows that he can change.
You know what it made me think of? Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Almost kind of along those lines. He wasn't stealing for, like, to help other people, but he went in to steal the treasure, and then he saw the princess, and then it totally changed everything for him.
Yeah.
So then it was his whole challenge wasn't to steal the treasure. It was to save the princess. And then all along the lines of, I'll steal the treasure too.
Yeah.
But he had a very, very big Robin Hood feel.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. He would be the Japanese Robin Hood. Well, in the castle of Cagliostro, we see Lupin III, a thief who takes a stand of kindness, expecting nothing in return, which is the baffling factor, to save a princess because of a 10-year-old story that he has kept secret, but left his life changed forever. For this episode, we are going to be going to the book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 35, and it says, "But love your enemies, and do good, and lend, expecting nothing in return, and your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High, for he is kind to the ungrateful and the evil." Now, we're not so much looking at this as loving your enemy type deal, even though this started out, the story started out with a love your enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all to that 10-year-old story that Lupin kept secret from everybody. And the secret is this was not the first time he was in Cagliostro.
Mm-hmm.
He had been
Which,
there once before.
To me, was a big, interesting point.
And he went there to steal the treasure the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But he got wounded really bad. And the princess, who at that point was at 10 years of age, hid him away, brought him food and water, and nursed him back to health. And then he disappeared without saying a word to her. But he, at that point in time, would have been her enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where we see how an act of kindness can change something. And with the verse that we are looking at in Luke, it's all about doing good deeds.
Yeah.
It's all about being kind.
Yeah.
Because we all know that if you lend something to somebody, the odds of you getting it back are pretty slim. Especially now. Because, hey, that's just the way it is. But if we let somebody borrow something without expecting it back, then one, it's not going to cause a rift between you and the other person, and two, you can always just count that as a blessing to them.
Well, whenever you do good and you're kind and you're helpful and all of that, you are actually showing the love of Christ.
Yeah.
And when Christ came down, he did everything that he did without expecting anything in return.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we are supposed to act. And this just reinforces that mindset that we are to not only love our enemies, but also do good and expect nothing in return. That means no reward. See, a lot of people, the mindset nowadays, like you were saying, that they expect something to come back from them. Oh, I did that. Even if it's like, oh, I did this little bit. And they expect something really big in return. That's why we have participation trophies. Now, I participated. I should get credit for it. And that mindset gets us into thinking that we deserve things. Yeah. And then you start thinking that you're entitled to things. And that's just not the case. We're not entitled to anything.
Yeah.
At all. We came, we sinned. Whether you want to admit it or not, everyone on this planet is a sinner. And it's our job to live according to how Christ lived. And that was loving and doing good with nothing to be, nothing given back to us.
Yeah.
Because God blesses us. That's the thing. That's what people they forget that part. Is that whenever we're doing good and we're listening and we're loving and we're caring and we're being kind and we're helping, God says in the Bible over and over and over again that he will bless those that bless others, and that he will multiply this and multiply that. And even if Satan takes away from you, he's going to give it back to you tenfold. And there's scripture that tells us exactly what's going to happen when we do what this verse says.
Yeah. Yeah, and it takes me back to the pay it forward type deal.
Yeah. And,
the pay it forward idea is a purposeful thing. But whenever there is, and I'm all for pay it forward. I'm not dissing it or going against it. But whenever you do an act of kindness expecting for nothing to happen.
Yep.
Because the idea of pay it forward is, oh, if I do something for you, you do something for the next person. You do something for the next person.
Well, you're planting a seed.
You know, and that's exactly it. But if you don't get the lesson behind it, then, you know, you are doing it to get something.
Yeah.
You're still receiving some type of satisfaction.
Yeah.
Whenever the lesson of paying it forward is to just start a chain reaction. That's all you want, is the chain reaction to start. And after it starts, okay, I'm done until the next person comes. And you plant that seed to start a chain reaction. And whenever it starts to happen naturally, that's where, you know, to me, it's more of a miraculous thing.
Well, that's like, have you ever been in the drive-thru?
Yeah.
And someone paid for your meal?
Yes.
And then you paid for somebody else's?
Yes.
And so on and so forth. That happened one time. And it was an all-day thing at this particular, I want to say it was at a Dunkin'. And it was an all-day event where people, from the time it started in that morning to the end of the day, or till like it died down or whatever, that people were just paying it and paying it and paying it and paying it. And the thing is whenever people, even that simple, granted, someone probably came in for just a $2-3 coffee, and that was all that they had, but they just wanted that something to brighten their day, and you paid for their $2-3 coffee, and that made a difference for them.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good thing.
Yeah. I like how you saw it's all right. I like how you saw the natural turning over of acts of kindness through the movie. Because you have, okay, Clarice did this for Lupin. Now Lupin is trying to save Clarice. And then you go to the inspector who is after Lupin. And they end up in the dungeon. And they're trying to find a way out.
Yep, and they wind up helping each other.
They call a truce to help each other out. Well, whenever they were out, the inspector could have just went back to what he was doing, because the deal was, we get out of this dungeon, and we work together to accomplish this. Well, it went beyond that. Okay, now he's helping you save the princess. Now he is, you know, doing that on top of another case where his primary target is you, but he's working on the side case instead while helping you.
Yeah.
And that act of kindness from the inspector continued on to the end.
Yeah.
And whenever he took the evidence of the counterfeiting ring back to Interpol headquarters, to, you know, where all these nations' leaders were at, they, one, didn't want to touch it. But two, the question was, you let Lupin go. And he's like, did you not hear me? We got this major counterfeit ring. It's small compared to
every
Lupin's
country.
idea. You know? And it didn't stop there, because then, you know, it's like, okay, now we're talking about the lady thief who did an act of kindness for Lupin and helped Lupin get the princess out and escape. And now you've got her calling up the inspector and be like, oh, well, you're off the counterfeiting case. It's like, way to rub it in. Goes, but you're not off the Lupin case. Don't you need to go back and get him?
And he's going to be at the castle.
He's going to be at the castle for the wedding.
Yep.
And so he goes back in there, and they set up a whole trap, not to really catch Lupin, but to broadcast live all the evidence
and
of the counterfeiting ring.
Everything. Yep.
And they used Lupin as the excuse. And then at the end, whenever Lupin is running off, the inspector starts chasing after him, but there's absolutely no malice in it.
No.
It's literally a job, and Lupin's having a good time, and you can tell the inspector's like loving the chase.
Yeah, along with all his little peeps that go with him too.
Yeah,
they're all like waving at the princess, like, "Bye, we had fun."
Yeah, so, I mean, It is a movie where, I know we were saying the industrialization versus nature, but I think where this movie kind of picks up its nature role is it picked up on human nature and positivity,
Yeah.
and how acts of positivity snowball. And I think that is a pretty big message for this movie, and how kindness, true kindness, can roll over and roll over and roll over and snowball into something huge, to the point to where all the negativity that was going on beforehand, in the end, whenever you're going back to it, it's not so negative.
Yeah.
It's a positive in disguise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because the inspector, he had a job to do.
Yeah.
And Lupin was just Lupin, and they both understood that.
Mm-hmm.
And Lupin understood that the inspector has a job and he has to chase after me. And he felt that was another challenge to him.
Yeah.
And he just took the challenge with joy.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is all this, all the evil that was being done was over the Cagliostro treasure.
Yep.
That nobody knew what it was.
And that nobody really got anyways.
And I love it at the end where we were talking about the keys, which was the 2 rings that Clarice and the Count had.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to go put it up in this art piece that's on the clock face. They had to stick the eyes in the goat. And whenever they did that, the clock tower collapsed. And the aquifer collapsed. And the aqueducts collapsed. There we go. And they were standing there like, okay, where's the treasure? But then the aquifer opened up.
Mm-hmm.
And all the water's draining out of the aquifer and draining this lake. And the treasure wasn't gold. It wasn't silver or anything like that. It was a full ancient Roman city that they hid to save the history of Cagliostro and Rome's. It was the history of their family, basically, and how it is influenced by Rome.
Yeah.
And at the end, whenever Lupin is walking Princess Clarice through this Roman city, and she's expressing his love for her, and she is expressing her love for him. There we go. And he's doing the whole, you don't want a guy like me. And she's like, I will run away with you. I will learn how to be a thief. I will be anything you want me to be. Just take me with you. Yeah. That's where it gets Disney. Except for this Disney princess wants to be a thief.
Desperate. Oh my goodness.
But he's trying to change everything up, and he looks at it and goes, so this is the treasure of Cagliostro. Well, I can't stick it in my pocket. I guess you get to keep it. And as soon as she's distracted, he bolts off. Mm-hmm. And, I love you too, princess. See you later, But it's, again, from there you see smaller rolling acts of kindness as everybody's going out of the picture. Mm-hmm. And I think that is one of the biggest morals and lessons that you can get out of this story, is how one act of kindness can snowball to change the world. And like you said, Jesus, that's how he did everything.
Yep.
And Jesus' biggest act of kindness is still saving the world. In the castle of Cagliostro, Lupin's daring rescues and clever heists aren't truly what define him. It is his kindness. Beneath the charm and the mischief lies a man whose compassion is reignited by a simple act of goodness he received long ago. When he meets Clarice again, he remembered how her kindness as a young girl gave him hope at a low point in his life. Now, 10 years later, he risks everything to return that same selfless love and protection. Their bond reminds us that kindness, even when given freely and without expectation, can plant seeds that grow long after we've forgotten we sowed them. Luke chapter 6 verse 35 says, "But love your enemies and do good and lend expecting nothing in return, and your reward will be great." Lupin embodies this verse when he chooses to act out of love rather than greed, expecting nothing back from Clarice, or the world. His actions revealed that true strength isn't in outsmarting others, it's in choosing to do good when no one is watching. In the end, Lupin's kindness becomes his greatest treasure, one that outshines any treasure hidden in the castle's depths. Now, Lupin could have chosen treasure over revenge, but instead chose compassion. Why is choosing kindness often harder, and what can help us make that choice?
Well, our natural instinct is evil because we're all sinners.
Mm-hmm.
And that's our natural state. So choosing kindness is harder because it's going against what we are naturally. Like, I know we're made to worship, we're made to, we're made from God's cloth and all of that, but like, because sin entered into the world, it's more natural to be negative, it's more natural to be mean and hateful. Thank you. That's more natural. So going against that, it's like going against what we going against, the flow of traffic, so to speak.
Yeah. I mean, it's natural for us as human beings to always focus on self-preservation.
Mm-hmm.
We are pretty selfish creatures naturally. But we have to work to learn to be selfless.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of the biggest things, that we can do as human beings is to work hard to be selfless.
Yeah.
And whenever we do that, kindness kind of just comes with it.
Yep.
Okay, so for our fun question, Lupin is known for his flashy escapes. If you had to make a quick getaway, what fun or unexpected vehicle would you use?
Soul's bike.
Okay. That would be cool. Because Soul rode that bike through the desert and everything else. It should be able to get through most anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's small. So, Soul's bike.
I originally was going to go with a different answer to this question, but after just reading it right now, I would have to pick the Magic School Bus.
Oh my goodness.
I think that would be awesome.
Bus, do your stuff. Get me out of this wandering, out of this problem, conundrum, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, you got to think about it, though. No matter what the situation is, bus, we're going underwater. Bus, we're going to space. Bus, fly. Bus, turn into an amoeba and make that dude sick so we can just run while he's throwing up.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, think about it. It would work.
It definitely would. You're such a weirdo, but I love it.
In the end, Lupin shows us that true strength isn't found in what we take, but in the compassion we choose to give. And while his getaways may be flashy, the greatest escape of all is breaking free from selfishness to live with kindness and purpose. Now, are you ready for the results of the Anime World Mashup for Season 2?
No, I'm actually a little nervous.
Why are you nervous?
Because
why?
you were doing pretty well from what I saw the last time.
Yes, and unless something has changed in the past 30 minutes, the results are pretty much decided.
Oh.
So I will double check them real quick. Let's see here. Da-da-da. And it is right here. And the season 2 winner of...
Did you get Facebook and...
Yes.
Okay.
Well, did stuff change on Spotify?
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
I don't have access to any of that.
let's see here. Okay. And the winner of Season 2's Anime World Mashup is... Raver Mom by 1 vote.
Really?
Yep, by 1 vote. You have won by 1 vote.
Man, I'm really good at this stuff.
Yes, you are very good at this stuff.
Yay! Go me.
But hey, I got more votes on it this year than I did last year, or this season than I did last season, so I'll take it.
Good job.
And, yeah. So,
Thank you.
once again, I told you, me and K2 both told you that you were most likely going to win. So, you get the Golden Goku. Yay!
Yay.
And since, you know, it didn't take long to give the results to that, we are going to do, we'll say 2 questions from a cup, just to finish out the episode. So, our first question is not a question, but it is something that people have, a lot of people have been excited about, and it is the Crunchyroll manga app.
Yes.
And we actually got to look at it a little bit this past, well, not this past week. I think we started looking at it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I think it's been out for 2 weeks almost.
And it is pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
They have quite a few popular mangas in there, along with some that are a little newer.
Mm-hmm.
And they're expecting more mangas to come onto the list.
Yeah.
But for a startup, I think they have actually a pretty decent amount. They've got Bleach, they've got One Piece, they've got One Punch Man, and they've got a whole bunch of other ones from Viz Media, and I mean, you name it. They've got quite a bit. Now, cost-wise, if you have the Ultimate Fan Package on Crunchyroll, you automatically just get the app.
Yeah.
I know we personally have the Ultimate Fan Package, and that's around $17 a month.
Yep.
If you have anything lower than that, you have to pay extra for it. So if you have the Fan Plus package, which I believe is like the $11 package, you have to pay an additional $4 to get the app. So your total would be like $15 and some change. If you have the next one up, which is the premium package, that is, I believe, around $14, $15 a month before the manga app, but you have to pay an additional $3.50. So you get a 50-cent discount for being a premium member. But if you just get the ultimate package, you get all the discounts that come with it, along with the manga app at no extra cost. And I think it is actually really a good deal, especially if you don't want to buy a whole bunch of books to read through them, or if you just want to get into reading manga. It's a really good venue to do so. Or, I believe there's a way where you can just get the manga app. I haven't looked too far into that one because of the fact that whenever I was reading up on pricing, it was only at the point where they were talking about it in parallel with the anime app. But it is its own standalone app, and you can get a subscription specifically for it. So what I would probably say that they're doing is it's going to be like a fan plus package, a premium package, and an ultimate package. But it'll be specifically for the manga app. And if you want to add the anime app, they'll do like what they're doing with the anime app. You get a discount. So yeah, really exciting. I looked through it. I think it's pretty cool. It gives you something to do whenever you don't want to watch something, or you want to chill out for a little bit, or like I said, you want to get into reading manga, however you want to. So yeah, got anything to add?
No.
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 Okay.
No. I'm excited. Just because I've never read a manga, so
Yeah.
it gives me easier access to being able to read one, which is funny because you have manga.
I do.
You have manga, and I've picked one up and I've looked at it or whatever, and I've wanted to read it. Or wait, no, I do have one. You got me a manga version of
The Pride and the Prejudice.
The Pride and the Prejudice.
Yep.
I take that back. I started reading that one.
Okay.
So, but yeah. So
Yeah. No, I've got one manga series that I need like 5 books to complete it, and I cannot find them anywhere except for online. So I will eventually end up ordering them to finish it out. But when we were up in Georgia for that short period of time for work, we went into I don't want to say it was a pawn shop because it really wasn't. It was like a hole-in-the-wall yard sale.
Mm-hmm.
And we got the first like 30 the first 30 books of the Rave Master manga series.
Mm-hmm.
And I got issue 1 autographed, but there's like 35 in total. So eventually that one will be finished out. Okay, so on to an actual question.
Okie dokie.
If you had to listen to a song, and only this song, I guess they're saying if you had to listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be? Wow. Raver Mom, you seem to have something in your mind. What song would you listen to?
No, this is not the song. That honestly, what went through my head was, this is the song that never ends.
No.
Wow, I sound horrible. I can sing, but that sounds horrible. Yeah, the Lamb Chop song, that one honestly went through my head. But no, that I would probably beat somebody up if I had to listen to that more than just a few hours. But anyways, something by the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Oh, like the Wizards of Winter?
Yep.
Okay.
I could listen to those songs all the time. So probably something by one of them, by that group.
I would have to pick something that I would enjoy. Just because of the fact that I can't listen to songs over and over and over again too much.
Nope, you can't. You get so annoyed. That's why this question is so great for you.
I guess if I had to pick, it would be the Speed Racer theme song.
Really?
Because that is one of the few songs where I literally had it looping for over an hour and didn't notice that I did.
Oh.
So I think that one I could do.
You could do it. Okay.
Just because of the fact that, just certain parts of the song that I could just apply to a separate part of my life. And if I'm walking out to the car and that song's playing in the background or something, I'd be like, yeah.
Time everything just right.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
I'd
have his
make
own
a
theme
game
song.
out of it. I'd make a game out of it. Yeah, that's what I would do.
That's funny.
If it was a non-anime theme song type deal.
Oh, I didn't pick an anime one. Do you want an anime one?
You can pick an anime one if you want. But...
It'd be the Demon Slayer theme song.
Okay. If it was a
or One Piece theme song.
If it was a non-anime theme song, I would probably say the original recording of The Great Adventure by Stephen Curtis Chapman.
Oh. That's a good song.
Yeah. I did not like the 25th anniversary remake.
No.
That was terrible.
No, the original one was really good.
The original is really good.
Soul Eater's theme song. That's my number one.
There you go. Now, if I had to pick a Christmas song like you did. You did.
I was just thinking like Bach, Mozart, like that one of theirs because it's like 10 minutes long.
Yeah, I can't do that.
But they would make me fall asleep. After, like, I don't know if I could handle that.
That's why I said
but
The
like,
Wizards of Winter, because that's one that you do listen to over and over and over again.
I do.
If I had to pick a Christmas song, even though we're 2 months, still away from it, I would pick it's a song called, it's called The Snowman. And it is a soft EDM trance song. And I really like that song.
We're going to have to play that.
I listen to that song year round.
So I've heard it. I had to have heard it.
You've heard it probably a couple of times just being around me. Yeah, it's called The Snowman. It's by Fall Haber and Minigue.
Send it to me.
And it's also called Walking in the Air. Yeah, so I'll send that to you. It's a cool song. I like it.
Is it just music or words?
No, it's a song. It's an actual song.
Like lyrics.
Yeah. I mean, it's a DJ who pairs up with other artists. That's why I'm saying, I don't listen to everything that they do because it all depends on the artist. But, yeah.
So, I want to talk about something.
Okay, what you want to talk about?
I want to talk about what happened Saturday.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yes, I'm throwing you out there.
Okay, so Saturday. Saturday was Princess Mononoke's birthday party, and it is also her birthday weekend. And we have a tradition that on the Saturday of the week of their birthday, that I will take out the daughters for breakfast, and Raver Mom takes our son out.
Well, the parent of their choice.
Well, now it's turned into the parent of their choice.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, it has, but funny enough, the girls still choose you.
And so Princess Mononoke, we always told her that whenever she turned 13, she could start drinking coffee. And so I took her out for her first cup of coffee. But on the way, this is the part that Raver Mom is wanting me to get to. On the way there, we are passing a yard sale. And Princess Mononoke is like, Dad, there's a lot of Star Wars stuff out there. I'm like, okay, well, I was like, we got time. We'll pull in and see what they got. And they had pops galore. The majority of them were open, though. And they were pretty messed up. But they had this $100+ Stormtrooper helmet sitting on a blanket. And they had marked it up. At first it was to make it look like it was battle worn. And then they just started doodling on it. And it looked like somebody tried to attempt to clean it off. So I looked at them and I was like, how much for the Stormtrooper helmet? They said $15-20. I'm like, okay. So I looked around a little bit more, and I found 2 action figures. It was Han Solo and then one of Han Solo and Kryptonite. So I grabbed them, and I looked at...
which I have yet to see those.
I looked at Princess Mononoke. I was like, watch this. She goes, what? I was like, if you make a deal, you get it cheaper. I was like, watch. She goes, what? And I grabbed the 2 action figures. I picked up this, $100+ helmet that I need to either clean or repaint. And I said, I'll give you $13 for all 3 of these. And they took it. So I came home with a full-size Stormtrooper helmet. Yeah. Princess Mononoke enjoyed coffee. I gave her an espresso shot to have her taste the coffee. And then I got her a coffee she'd actually drink. Yeah. But yes... I bought a really expensive Stormtrooper helmet for $10, basically, because of the fact that they took a permanent marker to the back end of it.
And I thought it was so funny how proud you came in, walking into the house. You were so proud with that thing in your arm.
Hey, that is a good find, and I've been after a Stormtrooper helmet for a long time.
It is. It can go up there with your Speed Racer helmet.
Yeah. I got to try to clean it first, and if I can't
I just thought it was interesting.
If I cannot get it 100% clean, I'm going to paint it to match the new car. Make my own custom Stormtrooper helmet.
There you go.
So, yes, and it will go up on the shelf until we do parades or something, and then I'll just stick it in the back of the car on a pedestal or something like that. Just
make it light up.
Why not? If I do that, I'm going to recycle some sunglasses to put some polarized lenses in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yes, I've got a Stormtrooper helmet. An original Stormtrooper helmet, not the Clone Wars ones, not the Disney remake one, an original Stormtrooper helmet.
What is Stormtrooper supposed to look like?
Yep. So.
Anyways.
Yes. Don't hate. I got a Stormtrooper helmet.
It's not like you got any more room in here.
Yeah, well.
You're going to need more space.
Stuff happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly right. That's why this room's almost completely full.
It's okay. Anything else?
No, that was it.
That's it.
I just had to throw you out there.
You wanted me telling myself?
Yep.
Okay. So in closing, let us remember Luke chapter 6, verse 35. But love your enemies and do good and lend, expecting nothing in return, and your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High, for he is kind to the ungrateful and the evil. And also remember, as we look at the stories brought to life by Studio Ghibli through the lens of faith, let us be reminded that the greatest adventures aren't just on the screen. They are in how we choose to live out God's love, hope, and courage and grace each day. Join us as we close in prayer. Father God, I thank you for the opportunity to come onto this podcast and spread your word in such a unique way. I thank you for a wife who not just supports in it, but is a part of it. And I thank you, God, for a friend who knew absolutely nothing about what was going to happen. I thank you for his commitment to it, Father God. God, I pray that as this show continues, let the acts of kindness that started it all continue to flow from it and continue to spread to the world, Father God. God, I ask that you open our eyes to see you in the wonder and in the lessons and in the beauty around us, even in the worlds created by artists and animators. And I pray that you let our passion for anime draw us closer to your truth. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Thanks for hanging out with us on Rev's Otaku Talk Ghibli Fest. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform, and don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook at Rev's Otaku Talkers and on X at Rev's Otaku Talk. We'd love to hear from you. So drop a comment, leave a review, and share your favorite God and anime moments with the community. Also, check out Rev's Otaku Shop to grab some awesome merch, and don't miss out on a bag of Rev's Conco Heat Coffee. The link's in the description below. Until next time, keep your anime collection strong and your faith stronger. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Buzz Crown, can you keep it up? Listener mail and fan debates. We love the art the Lord creates. From Studio Ghibli to Naruto, God speaks in ways you didn't know. Stories rise like rising sun. We break them down one by one. Chew, this ain't just hype, it's revelation. Anime with holy inspiration. Otaku life with transformation. Faith and fandom, no limitation. It's Revs! Otaku Talk! From JoJo's post to Spirit Lead, we laugh, reflect, and plant that seed. It's Revs! Otaku Talk! So hit that play, don't walk away. Let's geek and grow in Jesus' way. O-T-A-K-U talking truth in all we do. Rev's crew, rolling through. Faith meets fandom just for you.